What is going on, everybody? Swayze is back with another video today, and it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been years since I've been in this game, since I've been on here making YouTube content, and my YouTube channel has probably fallen in the dumps since then, and it's okay. But I would like to say to the people that did support me before I went ghost, thank you so much for that support. With that being said, we're rebuilding the Giants today. And I'll give you all a reason as to why I went ghost. I mean, work, life, all that stuff got away. But today we're rebuilding the Giants. And I forgot to turn off injury and pre-existing injury. So I normally do that before I set up my leagues. I don't know why I didn't do it this time. I guess I was just gonna hurry to get this train on the road. But maybe we can fix that. Ooh, it doesn't look like we can. Injury. Did I pass it? Okay, there it is. Do all this and then progressive fatigue, turn that off. So pre-existing injury is going to be on, unfortunately. But we are going to tank this first year, so I guess it doesn't really affect us too much. Andrew Thomas will not be starting at the tackle position like you would originally want him to, but that is okay. And why can't I auto adjust my lineup? Like, this makes no sense to me. This game is really buggy. I tried to do a rebuild last night, and I had a lot of bugs that really kind of prevented me from doing it. And yeah, okay, so I got to turn that on. This was one of them, and it made my life a lot harder because the video took a lot longer than what it needed to. I'm gonna keep it on auto reorder for the rest of this rebuild. Unfortunately, I gotta do it that way, but it is what it is. And now we get a good, clean look at this team and what we really have to work with here. And with that being said, this guy E. Chapman actually wound up being one of the better guys in the rebuild last night. I just never got to finish it because of all the bugs. Cordell Flott is going to be one of my starters at safety. But we're going to look at this team. We're going to take a look at this team. There's some bright spots and there's some down spots. Bright spot being obviously the stud rookie Malik Neighbors. Down spot, this entire offensive line, the tight end, running back, Tyron Tracy, man, he's been doing good this year, but they're disrespecting my guy, so we're gonna have to draft a running back. Obviously, we need a quarterback, looking to draft Cam Ward in this year's draft. Bright spot of the defense is gonna be the boy Brian Burns, but I think we're gonna trade him away here and try to get a little bit more trade value out of him before he starts getting really old. And he's going to be one of our first guys that we trade away and hopefully go get a key piece to this rebuild that can help us in the long run. And looking at some of these trades, I don't exactly like any of them. I mean, giving up a superstar outside linebacker isn't ideal for me, but I would prefer to get somebody half decent for the defense or maybe even the offense. Hassan Reddick could be nice. Jameson Williams could be a good little backup. That's one problem that I do think we're going to have, is trying to get a solid wide receiver too. Chuba Hubbard could honestly be great for this team, but do I want to trade for Chuba Hubbard? That's the thing. Michael Pierce, shout out. Just watched that man get a pick and take a knee, unfortunately. We do want to see that boy develop. But other than that, I'm not seeing a whole lot. Kyler Gordon could be a target. I just like the picks. That's really what I'm after here. If I get a first rounder, that would be amazing. Mozzie Smith, Jordan Brooks, Mekhi Becton Sr., Kyle Pitts, Talanoa Hufanga. He's a dog. I might go with the 49ers here, but I might try to bump up and get a better pick. I do like this Chuba Hubbard trade. I think I'm going to go for Chuba Hubbard. And I'm going to try to get the Panthers first rounder. They have the first. They're not going to have the first overall pick. It might be a little easier to trade. Maybe if I throw in my first rounder, I don't know. I'm tanking, so I would like. I want y'all second rounder. If y'all can throw me y'all second rounder and Chuba Hubbard for Brian Burns, I will gladly do that. And it is close. Not exactly there. So I don't really use my later picks after the third round. So I could throw in a fourth rounder and see how far that gets me. And that gets me pretty far. Okay, so we get a second rounder from the Carolina Panthers and Chuba Hubbard for. We just trade away Brian Burns. This team is a tank here. It's a tank here, and I hate to say that, but it is. It's a tank here. So safety core is horrible. Linebackers are a little rough, but we're gonna strip this team. I think I'm gonna do Thibodeau and Okiriki. both in a package here. These are kind of the bigger bright spots of this team. So, Okiriki and there's nobody. Thibodeau. They both have value because Thibodeau's younger and Okiriki's a little older, but he does have experience and he's a starting dev. Joel Batonio could be a nice addition, but I know I'm going to be able to sign him probably later on in this draft. I mean, this is a lot of picks. I might just go for picks with this one and see what I can't get. Maybe, just maybe, we can pick up the... Who do we want to go with here? I want to go with the Patriots. Let me look at the Patriots. Maybe they give us their first rounder for these two guys. Maybe. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so maybe we can go get a higher... Who's a team that we think are going to do bad? The Browns. The Browns always kind of do bad in Sim. And they have a later draft pick. I don't think that they're going to do too well. I would trade those for their draft pick because I think that's going to be a very high draft pick. Maybe I overpaid a little bit, but I think it's going to be a very high draft pick by the end of this. So we're going to have 2 first rounders going into this year's draft. Is there anybody else that I see that I could trade away? Maybe Deontay Banks. Deontay Banks is... he's good. I see a lot of potential in the kid, but I just don't think there's no trade packages, trade offers for this package. So looking at the draft picks, we have a couple second rounders, a couple first rounders. You know, we're looking pretty good for the draft, and I think it's time that we get to the playoffs. So in this video, I'm on PlayStation, so I can only upload a video that is an hour or under. If I had PC, I would include all of the stuff that I go through with the draft process and all that stuff. But I can't because it'll be out of the time range. So I'm going to do all the scouting, all the scouts, all that stuff by myself. It's not going to be in the video. Only thing in the video that you guys are going to see is the process in the off season and some of the process in the regular season. But it's going to be mainly off season and taking a look at the team and looking at our stats, seeing how far we go. That's going to be the main thing. So hopefully we can have a very bad year this year, and I will see you guys in the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at the midseason. Decided to make a little stoppage, go look at the stats and see how our guys are actually comparing to the rest of the league. Looks like Drew Lock. Moving on to receiving. Malik Neighbors, God, 515 yards, but no touchdowns. We're just going to move on to defense. Looks like we have only 1 sack? We have 2 sacks all year. Guys, 2 picks by Micah McFadden. We're going to set our national focus players right here, actually, and we are going to focus on quarterback. Obviously, that is the big thing that we was doing this year. Is quarterback is a must. And yeah, I just wanted to make a quick stoppage, let you guys know what was going on, and then I will see you guys in the playoffs. What's going on, guys? Editing Swayze here, actually. Just to let you guys know, I had my mic muted for a lot of the content in this video, so I had to cut out a lot of content, which is why y'all didn't see a lot of the off-season and the free agency just now. A lot of the content did wind up getting cut out because my mic was muted. That is on me, guys. I'm so sorry, and I promise to do better in future videos. Thank you guys so much for all the support. And yeah, let's just get right back to the video. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here in the draft, and I was taking a look at this draft class as a whole, and it kind of baffles me because when you look at the draft board, you got to draft a quarterback, and you got to draft a quarterback early. Looking at that, though, I don't want to take a quarterback until later on in the draft. Yeah, y'all can see this quarterback class is kind of weak. They did Cam Ward dirty, being around 2 to 3 talent, but with the number 3 pick, we want to see what's available to us at the number 3 overall pick, and then we will go from there. But will Campbell, Mason Graham go? That is fine with me, because I think right here I take Travis Hunter, and I think I also go Tedderell and McMillan, and then I'll wait till the second round to draft a quarterback, because these quarterbacks look lackluster. So it's either going to be Travis Hunter and James Pierce Jr. or Travis Hunter and Tedderell and McMillan. I'm not sure yet. It's going to be one of those guys. But I will be taking Travis Hunter with this pick, hands down. I do want that guy, Travis Hunter, ranked number 5. Who could be ranked above Travis Hunter? I guess those 2 guys that were taken in front of him, Will Campbell and those other guys. So let's see who is available to us at the number 7 pick. And we don't have Tedero and McMillan here, so I think it's going to be... We could go Will Johnson here, and I don't think I'd be too upset with that. But could we go Kelvin Banks? Should we go Kelvin Banks? Because what if we drafted Kelvin Banks here for our future quarterback? Or we went out and got Ashton Jeanty and traded away Chuba Hubbard. It is a big question mark, but Quinn Ewers is clearly the best quarterback in this year's draft. A little bit younger too, so we could go with him, but I think I'm going to wait for Cam Ward in the second round. I think here I want to go James Pierce Jr. For the simple fact that he looks the part, and he probably is the part, and hopefully they didn't do him too dirty in this draft class. We're going to go James Pierce Jr. and pray to God that he turns out pretty good. Number 8 in true value, hidden dev. He's going to be a stud for this squad. Hopefully we can get a good quarterback in Cam Ward in the second round and potentially revamp this entire team year one. And it looks like Cam Ward is still available to us. And I think y'all know where we are going with this. It is going to be Jalen Milroe out of the University of Alabama. Now y'all might be asking me why. Why, Swayze? Why? Because he has the physicals. No, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't take an Alabama player. This is the Tennessee guy in me that says go Cam Ward, go with the safe option, go with the guy that's going to get you wins on day one. Might only be normal dev, but he will be rookie of the year and he'll bump up to start dev. I will bet everything on that. Cam Ward is our quarterback of the future. Now we get to move on to make another pick here in the second round, and hopefully, what if we went out and grabbed Isaiah Bond? I should have scouted him a little bit better, but it could be Isaiah Bond or Evan Stewart. Let's go look at the wide receiver class. Let's go look at the wide receivers and see what we got. Kyron Lacey, should we pair him up with the LSU guy? I don't know. I feel like we should go either Isaiah Bond here, because Isaiah Bond probably has the speed. I'm not gonna lie to you. He has the speed. Oh my god, we're taking Isaiah Bond. I'm so sorry. We're taking Isaiah Bond. We are taking Isaiah Bond. 42nd in true talent, normal dev, but 98 speed is actually insanity. If we could probably get a hidden, like, there's not a lot of hidden devs in this draft class. It's something I've realized through the course of this draft class. There's not a lot of hidden devs, so I think this is kind of a nerfed draft. I kind of do want to go out and get Kyron Lacey, but I don't think that is the move right now. Kyron Lacey is probably a bust, saying the least. But I will say Torrey Horton or Trey Harris do look the part. I don't want to go there though. I want to go to the guards and the centers and stuff like that. Take a look at some guys and see. We will be doing a random draft class next year. We won't be doing the 2026 because I can't really find any good 2026 classes that I like a lot. Is there any good? Okay, I think. Oh, hold on. David Bailey out of Stanford could probably look the part. I don't know. I already got a left outside linebacker. I think we're gonna go receiver again. And call me crazy, but I do like Trey Harris. I've liked Trey Harris since he hit Ole Miss, and I think he's gonna be good. I think he's gonna do great things for this college and this program. We have two really good receivers out of this draft class, and I think it's time to go look at the draft recap. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go look at the draft recap. 78 overall, Travis Hunter. 78 overall, James Pierce Jr. 73, Cam Ward. Kind of upset that Cam Ward didn't get hidden dev, but it is okay. I do want to go take... oh my lord. Oh my lord. I am so sorry, guys. So, looks like Mason Graham and Will Campbell were both the best in this draft class. But Will Johnson was a better pickup than Travis Hunter, or was he? Quinshon Judkins was up there as well. Ashton Jeanty coming in at a 78 overall. I do want to see what dev they gave Ashton Jeanty coming out of Boise State. Did they give him star or did they give him superstar? I feel like he should get superstar, but he only got star, which is fine, which is perfectly fine. You know, we will probably draft a running back next year. We're gonna up the draft classes as well. Do y'all think these draft classes are funner with, you know, random draft classes, or I think they're funner with random draft classes? James Pierce Jr. obviously coming to the Giants along with Travis Hunter, and we did get our quarterback of the future. But I want to take a look at Quinn Ewers here. Did he get hidden dev? He does get hidden dev. What dev does he got? He's probably only got star, to be realistic with you guys. I could have taken Jalen Milroe there with that pick. I want to see what Jalen Milroe wound up being. because I prefer to know what I passed up on. At the end, he was a hidden dev, and I passed up on him. 93 speed, or actually 93 throw power. He had 85 speed. Should have taken Jalen Miller over Cam Ward, but it is a-okay. See, who did I pass up on? I took Cam Ward over. Okay, so I don't think I missed out on any big guys. I think I did kind of get the best quarterback, but Jalen Miller did have that hidden dev. So Carson Beck was only a 71. Jackson Dart being a 70. Hopefully Cam Ward can pan out for this team and do great things. But I'm going to go ahead and I will see you guys in the midseason. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the playoffs and we actually went 7-10. Not horrible. Not horrible at all. Let's see how our boy Cam Ward stacks up. 4,000 yards, 24 touchdowns, 18 picks. Has to go down. Chuba Hubbard did his thing. 16 tutties, 1,200 yards. Malik Neighbors and Isaiah Bond did their things too. Both 1,000-yard receivers. Looks like this team is finally starting to come together defensively. Looks like switching the playbooks was a great idea. James Jr. got 3 sacks and 1 pick. Oof, that boy was balling. I might switch him over to edge rusher next year. Sexy Dexy got 9.5. Let's go look at the awards. See if Cam Ward potentially won Offensive Rookie of the Year. I'm really hoping he did, because if he didn't, that would suck. It was actually Quinshawn Judkins. Isaiah Bond is up there, and so was Cam Ward as well. Defensive Rookie of the Year is not going to go to James Pierce Jr. No, it's going to go to Nick Little. I don't know his name. Will Johnson is up there as well. Travis Hunter up there as well. Best quarterback, yeah. But our guy Chuba Hubbard should be up there for best running back. Cam Ward had an okay rookie campaign. Hopefully he does dev up. Hopefully, don't think he will, but I will. After looking at that, I guess I'm just gonna see you guys in the offseason. We're here in the offseason, and we're not gonna re-sign anybody. I really don't see us re-signing any of these guys. So we got 100. Ooh, excuse me. We got 142 million in cap to work with and bolster this team. First thing we want to do, offensive line. I think offensive line is kind of a must, especially in this league. Cam Ward is only a normal dev. Might go draft a different quarterback besides Cam Ward. Offensive line, defensive line, and safeties is really what we need going into this year's draft, but we are also going to need to, we're just going to need to find something to get us rolling here. Mark Andrews is one guy that we can get. James Cook is a guy that we can get. So I'll go out and I'll sign Odafe Owe for whatever he's wanting, because he does like us. We really just want players to come in and play this year that can play right away. A right tackle in Taylor Moton. We're just going to offer these guys and see where we stand at first and see if we're going to have to overpay. That was my chair, guys. I want y'all to know that. Andrew Van Ginkel, we'll just offer him as well. And hopefully move James Pierce Jr. down to defensive end. Joey Bosa, Nick Bonito. We do need Joel Bitonio for this year, and then we still have money to work with. This is why I only do like 5 per signing period. Looks like we only have 4, but it says we have 5 guys offered right now. So who else is 1, 2, 3, 4? No, we don't have 5. But it says we have 5 active negotiations going on. So I do want to see if we can't go get Stephon Diggs. Can't. So why does it say we have 5 active offers? 1, 2, 3, 4. Why does it say we have 5 offers out there? Because we don't. We don't have 5 offers out there. We have 1 apparently. So Odafe Owe is going to be one guy that we're going to try to bring in. Hands down. Going to be a guy that we want. So apparently we only have 4 people that we can sign. So let's make it count. Let's make it count big time. So we're going to go Taylor Moton here. Kendall Fuller, Andrew Van Ginkel. We will go Andrew Van Ginkel. Try to kind of beefing up our linebacker room and then get some interior O-line presence there. I might go Ryan Kelly here. We need to go look at the interior O-lineman before we make any harsh decisions. David Edwards. Okay, so Joe Bitonio, Ryan Kelly, and who's at right guard? Evan Neal. I will go. Oh God, we do need a right guard, don't we? Left guard. I think we'll go Joel Bitonio here. And we will also go into part 2 of this free agency and try to sign more pieces to this team. Looks like we're kind of in the lead for all these guys. I guess we could go a little bit heavier on Taylor Moton. And looks like we really have all these guys kind of locked up at this point. Let's just send it through and see where we land. And we have every one of them except for Moton. So that is kind of big. Moton does go and go play for the Titans. So that's fine with me. I'm probably going to grab Stephon Diggs to mentor our young receiver in Isaiah Bond. I will offer him a minor deal. Do want to go get DeMarcus Lawrence, pair him up with Sexy Dexy at the left-hand spot. Let's see, who else could we go get? Ivan Pace would have been really nice to sign. I actually probably should have signed him. Didn't even look at our positions of needs. Hi, hello. Editing Swayze is here. Just want to say, I have a lot of content that had to get cut out because my mic was muted. So the entire offseason is gone except for the NFL draft. We signed a couple of names. We signed Ernest Jones. You'll see him later on in the video once I go over my roster after the draft recap. But I am so sorry about that. My mic was muted through the entire thing. But thank you guys all so much for the support. And yeah, let's get back to the video. I guess we could go with, I guess, highest overall. At this point, I don't really know. But that does max out our guys that we can go for. So we will overpay a little bit for Stephon Diggs. I'm going to put him on a 1-year deal because I really don't want to overpay. I'll overpay for 1 year on Stephon Diggs, but that is it. I won't pay any more, any less. And then we got DeMarcus Lawrence. We need to get Braxton Jones. That is a big one. We need to get all these guys, really. So we will overpay for all of these guys. I will bring in Braxton Jones to the best of my ability. DeMarcus Lawrence, I will try to make sure I bring you in. And then we will also go. Okay, so we are tied up with Stephon Diggs. We got tied up with. Okay, we are really battling with the Vikings or the Broncos here. So I do want to go hit another receiver just in case Stephon Diggs doesn't come and play for us. But I will have to do that in the next period. We're just gonna send this through, and hopefully we get every single one of those guys. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. We did not. We got DeMarcus Lawrence, Jordan Whitehead. We did not get Braxton Jones, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. Mike Evans, you're going to come play for the squad, and you're going to coach up some of these younger guys. I do want to make sure I spend every bit of this that I can and bolster this team as much as I can. I do need a second-string D tackle, which is where Javon Kinlaw comes in. Offer him a 2-year deal. I do want to keep him around for a couple years, see if I can't develop him. Go over here to left outside linebacker. We got the best left outside linebacker. Ivan Pace is gone. We could go grab Nakobe Dean. I didn't even know he was on the free agency market. The guy's a dog. The guy's a dog. We need a second string guy, so go grab Nakobe Dean. And then go over here to right outside linebacker. We got some guys here, but I think we got Adofe Owe will be fine there. Corner, we probably need to sign a good corner to play and mentor our guy Travis Hunter. So we will do that, and I will actually bring in Mike Hilton, and he will play as a 4th-string corner, apparently, because, you know, we don't really need corner, but we aren't going to grab corner. Jordan Whitehead is apparently a bridge player, so let's go ahead and go in and see how many of these guys that we wound up getting. Did we get Stephon Diggs? We did not get Stephon Diggs. Okay, so we do need Mike Evans. Mike Evans is a big one. Okay, so we're still in negotiation talks with Mike Evans. I will bring you in for 2 more years, but I don't want you here for longer than that. You're just gonna mentor our younger players and get them up to speed with the NFL. We got pretty much everybody that we really wanted. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is the class for the free agency that we're gonna get. Looks like we're not gonna get too much more after this. We'll have to send Mike Evans through. And we'll have to also get into the draft, and I'll see you guys over there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in the draft. I don't know which draft pick we actually have here, but we need to build up. We got number 11. Let's go take a look at our draft. See, what do we really need here? Obviously, it's not Caden Proctor. Francis Maugawa is going to go top 5, very clearly. But it looks like C.J. Baxter is a top 5 running back talent that can be taken around our pick, along with Ruben Owens. So that is very interesting. 2 running backs that are top 5 projected. We had 3 of the top 5 guys scouted out, and we also have Carmona and Caleb Downs scouted out as well. So we're gonna have to figure out who we have available at our pick, and it'll probably just be best available. And we can possibly move on from Chuba Hubbard very early in the season if we can get one of the running backs. And it looks like we might get one of the running backs here. I don't think it's completely out of pocket to go for running back here, or even quarterback. But I do think that running back is probably the move. I think we go CJ Baxter, possibly, or Caleb Downs. Not entirely sure. But I do think that we have some guys that, we could potentially go out and grab. I think I'm going to grab CJ Baxter here and trade away Chuba Hubbard. I think that is the move. I think he's going to be great. I think he's going to be a absolute dog for this team. Number one in true talent, hidden depth. Okay, we just hit on a running back and CJ Baxter. Now we got to go to the second round and potentially draft another. I would like to take a look at my roster. See what do I really need? I probably shouldn't have gone CJ Baxter. Probably should have gone Caleb Downs, but it is a-okay because Chuba Hubbard is up to a superstar dev. I didn't even know that. If I knew that, I wouldn't have drafted CJ Baxter there. But looks like Drew Phillips is as well, and along with Travis Hunter. I didn't even look at this roster. Definitely should have gone Caleb Downs, but I do. Oh god, I gotta do something actually. I gotta do something. I gotta adjust this so I can automatically redo my stuff. There we go. So this is like more or less. I need to put some soundproofing in this room. That's really what I need to do. Y'all can hear the echo in here, and it sucks. So now we're gonna redo this and let our guys actually be refreshed. So Chuba Hubbard starting running back. Probably gonna trade him away and let CJ Baxter cook this year. Travis Hunter's in there. Looks like we have outside linebackers that are really good. So I'm gonna move him down to right end, and we could potentially go for a D tackle here, D tackle 2 or a safety. I feel like free safety is the biggest need out of all of them. So that is the move. I'm also gonna change his number. Let's change him to number. Oh God, 28. We'll change him to number 28. He wears 27 in college, but apparently 27 is not available as of right now. So we'll change him to number 28. Let him cook at right end, and hopefully we can get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. We'll be changing the defensive playbook, but I am going to draft free safety here because I can't really find a guy. I think it's quite impossible for me to find a guy that will not start over our starting free safety. So I think free safety is the move. It could be one of these guys right here. Hopefully we make the right decision. But this guy's from Georgia. Zone coverage is horrible, but it is the biggest need on this team. And this guy looks actually kind of better. So let's just go take a look at the actual free safeties and the strong safeties as well. We'll look at the strong safeties real quick. Veenman. Dylan Beanman, A-B-A-C. Guy looks good. I think I might take Beanman and move him out to free safety. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. The guy looks great. He is ranked 15th in true talent. Normal dev is horrible. Why are all these guys normal dev? I'm taking another safety in the third round. I don't care. I will go until I find a hidden dev free safety because that is irking me. I'm kidding. We're going to actually draft a D tackle here. I think that is the next move that we need to go with. So are any of these left ends bigger bodies? Like, because sometimes they put people in these draft classes that are really D tackles, but they're listed at left end. I think Riley Van Poppel might be a guy that we could go after here. Any of these defensive ends, like bigger body guys, like this guy's 6'4" and 270, could potentially move him out to D tackle. But I think we got to make the move and go with Riley Van Poppel and hope that he is good. He's block shedding is B, power moves is C. We're just going to go with Riley Van Poppel and hope that he's 162nd. But he is hidden dev. He is hidden dev, so that is the plus. And that's going to end the draft for us. I will see you guys in the recap. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the recap now, and it looks good because CJ Baxter is an 82 overall. Thiemann being a 75, but Riley Van Poppel is only a 68. We did manage to get a 70 overall middle linebacker and a 71 overall running back, and later on in the round. So that was a W by the CPU. Now let's go actually take a look at our roster as a whole and see how much we have improved throughout the offseason. I feel like this team right here, if there's going to be a team that makes a Super Bowl run, this team right here will be the team. And I think we're going to move on from Chuba Hubbard, and we're going to go try to get some offensive linemen out of Chuba Hubbard. I feel like that is the move that we have to go with. I don't particularly want to go with that move, but we have to, and we're gonna let Anderson start here this year, unfortunately, and we're also gonna let Van Poppel start at the second D tackle spot, so they can both get some playing time. This D line looks like it's ready to go. Big hole right there at D tackle too, but that can be fixed real easily. Other than that, it looks like this team is coming together slowly but surely. Might need an extra year, but we do want to move on from Chuba Hubbard here and go trade him for some offensive linemen, particularly interior offensive linemen. We do want to see what we can get out of this guy, so we're looking for a D tackle too, or an interior offensive lineman potentially. Nobody's really biting at the fact that he is an 88 overall, superstar dev guy. He's only gonna go down from here, so this is why I'm trading him kind of at his peak. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go and find somebody who has a really good center and try to go from there and see if they would go for it. We need like a Creed Humphrey would be amazing. There's no way that they accept Creed Humphrey. Well, they might actually just accept it straight up, but he is kind of valuable, so we'll have to see how far. Oh, salary cap. Dang, why are y'all over the salary cap so much? Jesus. Salary cap be busting some people. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, if y'all still had Jason Kelsey, I'd be more intrigued. Landon Dickerson is definitely somebody that I like here. We could go straight up for this. I would do this straight up. Oh my gosh. Okay. So to go out and get an actually good like interior O lineman, like okay, the Jaguars might have one. Okay, they don't have a good center. Left guard, right tackle, Emory Jones. Would y'all do this? I feel like I'm getting. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I need to find a trade that. Okay, they have enough clearly, but they don't have the offensive line. I don't think. Cade Mays, Tennessee legend. They just don't have the offensive line. They obviously have the money to work with some people, very clearly, but I need a center. Center is kind of big for me. Jackson Powers Johnson is only 23 years of age, and he's also a star dev, so I feel like I could really go off of that. Left guard, left tackle. We could go to right tackle over here, right guard. Okay, so we will try to get their left tackle in Colton Miller, along with a draft pick. Let's go fourth rounder here. All that for Chuba Hubbard. I don't think they'll accept that, but can I take out that fourth rounder and does it go through straight up? So I might have to throw in my third rounder for those two guys. Chuba Hubbard and my third rounder for those two guys, potentially. Okay, so let me throw in a sixth rounder because I feel like that should go through now. Oh my god. Sixth, a seventh, and a fifth. Let me take out the sixth and seventh and just throw in the fifth. Let's see where the fifth gets us. And it gets us really close, but not exactly there quite yet. Let's throw in a sixth. Throw in a sixth, and then call it a day. Oh my goodness. Dude, y'all want my fifth, sixth, and seventh rounder? Like, I'm missing out on 4 picks in this year's draft, but we were building this team from the ground up, and we need an offensive line if we're wanting Cam Ward to cook. And if he's going to cook, he's going to have an offensive line. So this is an offensive line that I could trust to protect my guy, Cam Ward, in a Kansas City playbook. Defensively, we are getting there. We have definitely some holes to fill, that being defensive tackle and free safety, very obviously. But I might put Whitehead over there at... Oh no, Deanman is going to go over there to free safety. I forgot about that. He is going to go over there to free safety. I would much rather have this guy be a rookie starting at free safety with potential to win Rookie of the Year rather than a guy who is a rookie that doesn't really have a whole lot of potential. He is a 75 overall, so that is a very big plus. And looking at the defense now, it looks a lot better with that free safety hole getting filled. But that D tackle 2 spot is a big question mark. Is that going to affect us a lot this year? I don't know. We're going to have to find out. But I guess we'll find out by the midseason point. I'll see you guys over there. So unfortunately, we did not make the playoffs. But Cam Ward looks like he had himself a year. 4,600 passing yards, 37 touchdowns, not too shabby, my guy Cam Ward. Obviously did not put up that 50 touchdowns, but 24 picks has to go away, Cam. 24 picks has to go. CJ Baxter does like 5 per carry on the ground, 1,100 yards, 20 touchdowns. CJ Baxter won Rookie of the Year, hands down. Isaiah Bond did his thing as well, 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns. Hopefully that is a breakout year for him. Looking at the defensive side of things, looks like we got some people involved in the sack categories. James Pierce Jr. with 9.5, Andrew Van Ginkel with 10, and DeMarcus Lawrence with 13.5. Sexy Dexy was in there for 3 as well. This team looks like it is ready to go. It is locked and loaded. This team looks like it wants this more than anything. I'm gonna involve this in the video. Just send me to the offseason so I can sit here and yap for a second. We need to switch our defensive playbook more than likely. Our offense looks like it's gonna be fine in the future. I don't know if Cam Ward doesn't get a dev up in this year's after this year. I don't think I'm gonna stick it through with him anymore. I think I am gonna go out and draft another quarterback that can hopefully give us the Super Bowl contending that we need. I will not be re-signing any players in this offseason as well. Um, I need to see if Cam Ward devved up. If he devved up to a star, I will bring him back. But if he didn't, I don't know if I can. He did not. He is an 84 overall, but he's only normal dev. Looks like Isaiah Bond didn't dev up either. But CJ Baxter being a superstar dev is absolutely great for us. We also have a pretty good interior O-line draft this upcoming year. Looks like Van Poppel didn't do much, so we might. And this right here is the best part of this entire thing. Travis Hunter and Drew Phillips both up to Superstar X Factor, so we really need to get going before those guys get contracts ready. So those two guys, big, major for us. I looked at who we're gonna have to re-sign this year. I don't think we're gonna re-sign anybody. I don't think we're gonna accept any fifth-year options as well. Malik Neighbors, actually, I didn't see that. We are going to accept his option. We need him more than anybody on this team. He's kind of the soul and heart of this team. But I do want to make sure we get a big free agency, and I want to make sure. Oh, I just seen something that said Rashee Rice isn't going to be coming back. So let me go take a look at that, because we are an 89 overall team. Brian Branch is gone. Could be big, a big, big, big pickup for us. I will give him whatever money he wants. We have the money to sign him. We're gonna get Ryan Branch and switch him over to free safety to buffing up our defense even more. Rashee Rice is gonna be a guy that I want to bring in alongside Malik Neighbors. And Ronnie Stanley honestly could be big for this team. Did I see Cam Ward in the free agency? Did I just see that correctly? I seen C Ward quarterback. Oh, that's Charvarius Ward. Okay. Um, let's see. What else do we need? We need offensive line, which is where Ronnie Stanley comes in. We need a receiver. I think I might go out and grab Rashee Rice here. Bring him in on a 5-year deal, have him here for the rest of the rebuild, and have him really improve this team in the long run with his ability to go make plays. We do want to bring in Rashee Rice, so we'll give him whatever contract he really wants. The guy's gonna make this team a lot better. Rashee Rice, you gotta come play for us, buddy. He does not want to come play for us whatsoever. God, this guy hates New York. Hates New York. We'll give you whatever money you want, Rashee. We got to contend with everybody here, so we give you whatever money you want. We will throw you the absolute bag just to come play for us. And he looks like now we're contending for him. Overpaying majorly, but that is a guy that we're going to need to bring in if this offense wants to get rolling. We're going to bring in Tucker Kraft as well. I feel like what we're really missing right now is a solid tight end. And I feel like if we can get a solid tight end on this squad, I feel like this team goes to a whole new level. This team might actually be built up after this year. This is a Super Bowl or bust year, so it is going to be the last year of this rebuild. But we do need to bring in a guy like Leonard Williams to go play D-tackle just for 1 year. And it is bugged again, so I think I might actually just go with these guys and see what we can't bring in. Vita Vea is on the board as well. Do I really need to bring in Rashee Rice? He's going to be a lot of money. I feel like we come off of Rashee Rice and we go grab Vita Vea over anything. Bring him in for a year to play behind Sexy Dexy and just bolster that defensive line. And Ronnie Stanley is actually going to go out to a guard spot instead of what we're initially wanted to go for. Look, I've only got 4 players targeted and it says I have 5. So that is a major bug that Madden and EA needs to fix. But these are going to be the guys that we bring in for this year. I will just throw him a player-friendly contract because I feel like we can get away with that a little bit better and still sign him. So we are in the lead for all these guys. Brian Branch, Vita Vea, Stanley. Let's hope we can bring in every single one, and we do get the majority of them, but Tucker Kraft is one guy that we need to bring in here. Looks like Tucker Kraft is still in talks. We should have probably gotten Leonard Williams or Elton Jenkins. Could have been a good one for us. DeMarcus Lawrence is one. I don't want to bring him back. Other than that, I don't really see a whole lot that we can go grab. We do need to bolster our offensive line on the right side, so I feel like we just really need Tucker Kraft here, and we will be good to go. And we don't get Tucker Kraft. That is actually wild. It's actually wild. We need to go pick up a tight end, and we will go grab Hunter Henry. I don't know. I kind of want to just let Theo Johnson cook. I don't know. I feel like we probably need to draft a tight end in this year's draft. Gotta go do this because I am not going to go through all the BS of trying to adjust it myself because that is too much work and I am a very lazy person. So, uh, more than likely gonna have to go over here and do this, and then hopefully we need to see what spots we really need to fill. I think we got the majority of the guys knocked out with that, and we didn't get the wait. Who's the receiver? We're going after Rasheed Rice. We need a center. Looks like Ronnie Stanley's gonna start. I could probably bring Colton Miller over to center because he ain't starting anywhere, and I could probably put him in at center, and he'll probably still be good. Either way, we do need a center. That has kind of been the biggest weak point of this entire team is center, and we kind of need a guy that's gonna come out and play center and play it good. Hopefully at least. Why did I put Colton Miller at center and he's not starting there? Like, this is what absolutely baffles me. Do we need to go draft center still? Fidone is a 54 overall star depth guy. We need to go draft center. So they're going to put Colton Miller at right guard. And then we need to get center in this draft class. So that is a big one that we need to do is go get a big time center. We did get Ronnie Stanley. Our tackles look amazing. Those are the guys that are going to allow the most sacks. So our offensive line looks good to go. Looks ready. Receivers are looking okay at best. Looks like defensively, we need a right end. We need a defensive end. So that is another thing that we need to go grab. We will switch Tyler Newbin over there to free safety, and we'll let Brian Branch cook a strong safety. Okay, so we need a defensive end, probably a plug-and-play guy, but I kind of want to go draft one. Probably gonna draft quarterback and let him start the whole year. Defensively, don't really need much, not a whole lot. Probably right end. That's about it. But I think defense is ready to go. I think offense is the biggest weak point. I think we need to go ahead and get into the draft. Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in the NFL draft. Let's see where we wind up. I think we're top 15 in the draft. We should have a top 15 pick here. We have a top 13 pick actually. So let's go ahead and just sim and see what cards we are dealt here. Would love to have somebody half decent, to say the least. Let's see. Didn't scout out any top 5 talents, but I did actually scout some centers that should be on the board. Okay, looks like these are the guys that we have scouted out for center. We did scout out one right end that I guess just didn't scout out. Oh my gosh, this game is broken. Let's go look and see what we have available to us as of right now. Looks like we got a right tackle in Nigel Sheffield. 6'6", 322 pounds. Could probably go out and play right guard. He's a round 1 guy. I think we're going to take him here. I think we're going to take Sheffield here. I think that is a move. I think we need a right tackle. I think he's going to be good. 13th in true talent. Drafted him at 13th. Normal dev is wild. Oh my god. Fix your game, Ed. Fix your game. I don't need a normal dev guy playing on my offensive line. I'm sorry, but it's true. It just hurts my team more than it helps, and I can't keep going based off of a what if I would have drafted a hidden dev guy. We are gonna draft one of these guys that I did scout out. I like this guy a lot. Looks great. We are gonna draft Seth Hart here in hopes that he will be really good. Hidden dev center. So we are bolstering our offensive line as of right now. We are also gonna go. Actually, we're gonna skip and we're gonna go to the end of the draft. I'll see you guys in the recap. Alright, we're in the draft recap, but as of right now, I am watching, I've been watching the Atlanta game. By the way, Nigel Sheffield came in at a 78 overall, but normal depth, but Seth Hart does be a 74 overall. But I am looking at some scores, and it looks like the Saints have 47, oh, the Saints just turned over the ball. Falcons are out of the playoffs, guys, and that is unfortunate. Falcons have pretty much choked away their playoff hopes at this point, but a decent draft out of us, to say the least. Got some offensive line pieces that could be very big for this squad. Definitely need to play our best players this year. This is a Super Bowl or bust year. There's the reason why I spent all of that money that I did. Looks like we have the best possible lineup that we could have right now. Carrington is going to start over there at right guard. Actually, I might start Seth Hart at right guard. I'm thinking about starting Seth Hart at right guard. He looks like he's going to be a better right guard than he would center. So if that is true, then I could possibly have a really good offensive line going for me this year. And that would be huge. Okay, 76 overall is very good. Very good. Could have went quarterback, but I think we're going to give Cam Ward this year. to actually do something with the ball. Going to the defensive side of things, we look ready. We look more than ready to go. Right end is a big, big question mark for this team, but I think it is going to pan out at the end of the day. Corner is not a question mark at all. I think this team is ready to make a legit Super Bowl run. This team is stacked beyond measures. The only thing missing is really that X Factor quarterback, the guy that we really need. So we'll go. This is a Super Bowl or bust year. No scouting in this year. No nothing. We're just going to go through and see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 13-4, and we made the wild card as a 13-4 squad. I gotta admit, I bet Cam Ward had an amazing year. It looks like Isaiah Bond did too. I would love to go an extra year with this team. I might even start Carrington right there at left guard for this next game. Defensively though, it looks like we did great. Looks like we did amazing. No dev ups at all yet, but it looks like we did great. I am gonna move Carrington over to left guard. Um, we might go one more year with this squad. Didn't do any scouting this year, so that kind of would hurt us more than it would help us. I think this is the Super Bowl or bust year, but we did make the playoffs. And to say the least, this team is amazing. Let's go look at the stats, and I really want to see how Cam Ward did. Wow, Cam Ward, what a year. Cam Ward had a really good year. Didn't do as good as Burrow, but he had a good year. 46 touchdowns, 18 picks, still needs to go down. Really up with those picks, but had a good year. Had a really good year. CJ Baxter, 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns. A little bit of a down year, but still 4 yards a carry. Receiving wise, looks like Isaiah Bond led us with we had 3 1,000 yard receivers. Isaiah Bond had 1,100 with 15 touchdowns. Trey Harris had 1,100 with 9 touchdowns. Malik Neighbors 1,000 with 10 touchdowns. And Theo Johnson got 965 yards and 9 touchdowns. Looking at the blocking, actually, wow, not a whole lot of sacks given up. Looks like Andrew Thomas, our best offensive lineman, actually gives up the most sacks. Ronnie Stanley holds his own over there on the right or the left side of the ball. Jackson Powers Johnson, our center that we needed to step up, did allow 7 sacks. Looks like Seth Hart only allowed 1 sack all year. Hell of a year from a rookie. Hell of a year from a rookie. Colton Miller was in there as well. Let's look at the sack totals. Wow, we had a year. James Pierce Jr. had 14. Odafe Owe had 14.5. Dexter Lawrence 11.5. Let's go look at the picks and see what we generated. Drew Phillips with 4. Travis Hunter with 3. Brian Branch with 2. This team has finally came together and decided, hey, we don't want to be a bad playoff team anymore. We want to cook, and that is exactly what they did. They cooked. We're going to take this week by week, and I think this team should make the Super Bowl. I think this is the team that makes the Super Bowl. I think that we got to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right here. This is going to be a tough test. 13-4 Tampa Bay Bucks, but I think we can take them down. I think we got the juice, and we do. We are in the NFC Championship versus the Detroit Lions. Can your New York Giants make the Super Bowl? Hopefully we can. Hopefully we do. And it doesn't look like we... Oh my God, we did! We made the Super Bowl. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit different things for the Super Bowl. If we make the Super Bowl, I am going to go into Super Sim, and we're going to sim the entire game, and we will jump in from time to time. What a year from your New York Giants making the Super Bowl in just the 3rd year as I rebuilt this team from the ground up. No quarterback, no nothing. Let's go see the dev-ups that we were able to grab this season, and it looks like Cam Ward is still a normal dev along with Isaiah Bond after a 15 touchdown year. Theo Johnson up to superstar dev. Nobody on offense really went up. Let's look at the defensive side of things. I would expect James Pierce Jr. to be up there as a superstar dev. What a year. Brian Branch. Asante Samuel even gets in there with a dev up. This defense was ready to go and ready to rock. This defense is ready to do some amazing, amazing things. Can Cam Ward get the job done against Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills? I don't know, but we're going to go in here and we're going to find out. And your New York Giants are Super Bowl champions. What a rebuild. Also, y'all can't hear no audio because I turn off my audio for all the games and stuff. Let's go take a look at these player stats and see how our guys did in this game. Cam Ward going 20 of 24, 276 yards, 2 touchdowns. Got the job done. CJ Baxter, 13 attempts, 51 yards, 3.9 yards per carry. Not too shabby, but it is Isaiah Bond who leads the way receiving wise with 82 yards and 6 receptions. No touchdowns. Theo Johnson got a touchdown. Kadarius Toney gets a touchdown, but Trey Harris is in there for a touchdown as well. You know, Trey Harris might actually wind up being something pretty big. CJ Baxter gets in there for 43 yards as well. How did we do defensively? I almost forgot to take a look at that. Defensively, we had a pick from Ernest Jones the fourth and got 1.5 sack from James Pierce and 1 sack from Terrell Bernard and a half sack from Brian Branch. What a game, what a day, what a year for your New York Giants. If you guys like content like this, make sure you guys drop by the channel pretty often. If y'all want me to do the Super Stem stuff, I'm not exactly good with the Super Stem and editing it in videos, but if y'all want me to do it, I can. It's not too big of a deal. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I really hope you guys like this rebuild. This was one of the funner rebuilds that I've been able to do in my time doing rebuilds. Last rebuild I did was back in Madden 24. We are officially in Madden 25. If y'all want to see me do a college football 25 rebuild, let me know, and let me know a team that y'all would really like to see. Me personally, I'm a Tennessee fan, so I don't really want to do a Tennessee rebuild because my bias is there. I don't like Georgia or Alabama, so I'm not going to do either of those teams, and they're already pretty stacked as well. Along with Tennessee, they're pretty easy to rebuild, so if y'all want to see me rebuild somebody like Kent State or New Mexico State, that'll be an extended rebuild that'll have to be multiple episodes. Just let me know how y'all would like me to do that. I would really love to do something like that. It's going to take a lot of time. I need a lot of support on it, but it would be something fun for me that I would enjoy to do. I like college football more than I like NFL, just for the record. So if you guys want to see something like that, just let me know. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you love this type of content, because I am going to be posting almost every day from here on out. I will have another video up tomorrow, so make sure you guys keep an eye out for that one, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Peace out, guys.